Live stream.
Yep.
How are you doing?
Live stream.
Are we on?
Not yet. It's buffering.
Still loading.
It's buffering.
It normally starts recording already.
It is a nice venue for it.
The chandeliers.
The chandelier. Oh, it's look at this. Look at.
Finest chandeliers in town.
It's not picking the chandeliers up very well. Oh, hang on. What's it saying? Oh, I think it's recording now. Yeah, we're live.
We are on.
Yeah, we're on.
So this is the Putney count and the Battersea and Tooting count. Unfortunately, I haven't done particularly well. We did do. I mean, I don't have any doubt that we did the best campaign. We were the ones out on the street more than anybody else. We put up, or some people put up posters for us, quite a lot of posters. But these posters were put up with the best intent and without trying to break the law on fly posting. Unfortunately, the results are not particularly good. In fact, they're pretty catastrophic. But what we did do is we showed how an election should be run and what was wrong with the electoral process. And in fact, the fact of the hullabaloo taking place in the background with the Labour Party cheering and with the Reform candidate who really didn't do anything apart from attend a couple of meetings. He's a nice enough guy, but he didn't really do anything. Not getting a bad result is indicative of the dynamics of the whole game. Of the dynamics of the whole game. It's not on the basis of what you say. It's on the basis of some trajectory and machine that obviously has been pushing this whole thing from the beginning when the election was called. The entire apparatus of the BBC, the mass media and so on, tried to make it a presidential campaign. And so although we tried to make their meetings, and we did, I think we held, I'm pretty certain that we've shown that we had the most meetings, hustings events, of any constituency in the country. And not only that, but we were the people who initiated this in conjunction with what we call the Putney debates. We initiated the process of these debates, and I've had people from different parties saying to me, it doesn't matter what you got, you ran a great campaign and you organised these debates or facilitated the organisation of these debates, and I stand by what we said during that process, that the central question in an election should be, what do people think when they engage in a debate between the different candidates in real life? Not what they see on television, not what they even get through the post, although I could have done with a few more people reading what was sent through the post. I mean, I spent 3 days writing a leaflet that was intended to speak to the people in the borough, and it arrived in the last few days, but it's quite clear that huge numbers just throw these things in the bin, and instead of reading what I put that effort into, most people probably didn't. And we did try to get past that. One of the Liberals came up to me and said, "Oh, I saw a post of your leaflet on the bus stop." You probably saw on quite a few bus stops actually, because someone went round putting these things up. I don't know who it was, and the consequence of that is, but even despite that, and he said people were reading it, still it was a step too far for them to think, I want to cross a piece of paper and move against that. So what we did do, above all, was organise debates unlike anything else anywhere else in the country. And that process is what I believe should happen during elections. You call an election, people gather together, they meet, they discuss, they debate, and from that basis, they inform their decisions and make the decisions about how to vote. It's not what happened, but we did get debates going, and it was a model, if you like, for that type of activity. I wish I'd got a few thousand votes, or maybe even more than 1,000 votes. I think it's going to be in the few hundreds, and that's a big disappointment. But it seems to be a pattern everywhere. In fact, I don't think it actually, in what's unfortunate is that I don't think it really made any difference what we did in terms of the campaign. I don't think it actually made any difference to the number of votes we're going to get, which is an interesting phenomenon. The fact that people have been swayed to cross a piece of paper based almost entirely on what the television is informing them. And the two political parties here that didn't have a presence on the media have no presence in the results in the election. Like, that's us, and that's a group called Rejoin EU. All the other parties have got a certain base of support, and it's like between those groups, and the rest of us not. And it's almost like, to me, the parallel I'm thinking of is the jab program. You've got everyone to take a jab because the media told them to, and the establishment told them to, and those who didn't were a sort of sectionalised, tiny, crazy lot. Even though one of the candidates told us the other day that he had a brain scan after receiving the jab. But he sort of secretly came and told one of our team that. I won't say who it was, but it was one of the people on the platform the other day. So we ran a very good campaign. We initiated the most democratic debates in the country, and we got a thorough trouncing in the results. But that's life, You go through your campaign, you struggle, you attempt to make an impact. And as Margaret Mead once said, the famous anthropologist, never believe that a small group of people can't bring about change. In fact, it's the only way that change has ever come about. So we've made a marker, but that's as far as it goes today. I'll be taking a short break for a little while, and then come back at Speaker's Corner and engage my normal activities. Okay, thanks very much.
Well done. Seeds of